Good morning, lovely people. Welcome back to another weekly weigh-in. It's been a rather interesting week. I feel like I say that all the time though. It's been an interesting week. It's not been interesting, like exciting in that kind of way. But I think struggled a little bit this week. Whether it's because I know that I would be coming up to my diet break. But however, this week coming now, it's not going to be a diet break because I'm shifting my diet break by a week so that Christmas falls at my next diet break. But in fact, actually, excuse me, I'm actually taking off 2 weeks for Christmas. I've decided it's going to happen. I'm not going to blow things, but I'm definitely going to take it off. So let's get into the stats first of how the week has actually gone before we get into the weight bit. I've done my usual things, my meditation, my morning affirmations, my journaling, and my tracking. I've done all that. That is as normal. My calories have averaged out at 1,591. I say that with not a lot of confidence really, because I know that the beginning part of last week, I know I went over calories. I also didn't weigh everything accurately, and I'd kind of known by the end of the weekend and going into Monday when I went back to work that the things probably weren't as they were. So I think if I'd tracked, so I did track, but did I track accurately? No, probably not. I needed to have gone shopping and I didn't, so I ended up modifying things. I ended up eating stuff that I hadn't planned on eating, then I didn't end up accurately weighing it. So the beginning part of the week turned into a little bit of a disaster, to the point where I got on the scales on Wednesday to weigh slightly earlier because I feared that I'd messed up the beginning part of the week, and I'd got on the scales and I put on I think like 1.3 pounds, which I was not best pleased with, I've got to be honest, because I knew that I hadn't been particularly good, but I didn't think either that I'd put any weight on. But anyway, so that's the calorie bit. Steps, my steps are back up to nearly 8,000, so 7 a day. Didn't do any yoga this week. I was just too busy, and I think that kind of reflected the week I was having, that everything seemed a bit too busy, a bit too chaotic, wasn't getting things done, so everything then just starts to slide. So with even all the best planning in place, and I knew what I was supposed to be cooking, due to other stuff, things just got pushed around. So a bit of a disorganised week, I should say. But interestingly enough though, when I did step on scales, my body fat percentage had gone down from 49.4 down to 49.1. And my muscle mass had gone back up from 7 stone 11 to 7 stone 12. Now my body muscle fluctuates 7'11", 7'12", 7'11", 7'12". Now that all depends on how much weight of water I'm carrying also. So I think that then reflects perhaps some of the stuff I'd eaten, so I was retaining a bit more fluid this week. But interestingly enough, my fat percentage had gone down and my muscle had gone up. And even though the scales are not 100% accurate, and I wouldn't think they are a bit of a trend. They show you the trends, they show you whether you are going up or down. So I know that last week when I did the £2 loss, which was quite uncharacteristic for me to have a £2 loss, I did notice that my muscle weight had gone down slightly, my water had gone down slightly, and my fat percentage had actually gone up slightly. So I kind of knew that because I hadn't walked last week, then you do tend, your muscle does down regulate slightly because of the calorie deficit. So, you know, and that's why I do try and keep my steps up, because I don't want to lose the muscle along the way, which is so easily done when you're losing weight, because your body just adapts to it. Your body just adapts to your new calories and says, right, I can't afford to keep this muscle, it's too expensive, so let's get rid of some of it and let's burn some of it off. Because, like I said before, there's far more calories burned by muscle than is by fat. So I know I got to keep my steps up, but it just didn't happen. Didn't happen that week. It didn't happen. So yes, so I did manage to claw it back after Wednesday. I'd gone to Skiers Wednesday morning. I thought, right, okay, I got 2 days to make a little bit of a dent in this, and I did come in under my normal calories for Wednesday and Thursday. Just some sort of damage limitation, because I didn't know whether I could actually get rid of that 1.3 pound. To be honest, I wasn't sure. And like I said, my lack of accurate tracking, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the change of season, the change of food, just generally getting a little bit busier, you know, work is really ramping up. So I don't know. So just general disorganisation, I think, from me. So what do I need to do for next week? Well, I need to record more accurately. And like I said, next week should have been a diet break, but it's not, because I'm shifting it because of Christmas. But I have decided this weekend, because I am feeling hungry, and I do get that coming up to my diet break, I start to feel a bit hungrier. So I did bump my calories a bit for yesterday and possibly today, but try and sort of bring them back down on Sunday, and then try and drop them back through the week and give it a really good stab, ready for my diet break next week. So how did I do this week after my midweek 1.3 pound gain? Well, actually, I came in at a 0.1 loss. That's right, 0.1 of a pound. And I'm actually really quite pleased with that. You know, it wasn't how I intended the week to work out when I started it off, but I would rather end the week on that 0.1 of a pound loss than the 1.3 gain, which I was looking at on Wednesday. So I'm quite pleased that I managed to bring it back, and it gives me a little bit of confidence that actually when I do think, yeah, no, you need to sort this out, that I can pull it back, which previously I probably wouldn't have been able to have done. I would have very much gone, oh well, that's it for the week, start again next week. And I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. So that is how this week has gone. I don't think I've got anything else to tell you really, other than I think I did mention in my last video that I'm going to be doing Vlogmas this year. I've always watched other people's Vlogmas for a very long time, and thought, oh, I quite fancy that. So obviously I'm going to keep it, you know, in the spirit of the channel, and that is sort of weight loss, whatnot. So I'm going to be doing things like party food testing, to see what party food is out there by the supermarket, that if you're having any family parties this Christmas, because let's face it, after the way last year was, people are going to be doing more of, I think, this year, that which ones that are worth the splurge in terms of calories, and which ones are low enough in calories that you think, actually, I can still enjoy this party type thing and not worry too much about breaking the bank. So yeah, so which ones are actually worth it, which ones are worth, you know, trying to keep you a little bit on track for. I mean, it's Christmas after all, let's not be, you know, let's not be naive here to think that, you know, I'm going to get through Christmas and not put any weight on. I can't get through a diet break week without putting weight on, so Christmas is definitely not going to happen. But that's okay, because I'm planning for it. I'm recognising that Christmas is really only one day, but in my case it won't be. It'll definitely be Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, because I know those are going to be my biggest meals, because, you know, we do quite a lot with my daughter, and this year my grandson on Christmas Eve, so that will be really around food. And then obviously Christmas Day is Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day we go to my in-laws and they do their sort of celebration type meal. So yeah, so I'm planning for that. So there's going to be taste tests, there's going to be maybe some cocktail making that won't break the bank. What else have I got planned? I'm actually going to do a little bit of a decorate with me, you know, and a couple of cheeky swigs of mulled wine and snackies along the way. Yeah, so I'm going to try and keep it in the vein of the channel, but obviously there will be some other bits thrown in because it's Vlogmas. It's Vlogmas after all. Yeah, and in the new year I've got a January kickstart coming as well, and you know, between Christmas and New Year I'm going to be doing some target setting videos and goal setting and vision boards and planning the year ahead, because next year is the year that I get to target. It's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm getting to target next year. Out to doubt. No way. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So, yeah. So, that's it really for this week. Nothing else to be said. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And it will tell YouTube that I'm not complete rubbish. Unless I am, obviously, then that'd be good to know as well. And, yeah. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.